My dear student friends, welcome to this session. In this session, we are going to talk about the limits of a size and the various deviations in the size. So, the limits of size of a dimension of a part are defined as two extreme permissible sizes for a dimension. So we can provide two extreme permissible sizes for a dimension, that is the higher limit and the lower limit, and the actual size should lie between these two limits. The actual size should be less than the higher limit and it should be more than the lower limit. So this is necessary for appropriate functioning of the component. This is the functional requirement of the component, that the actual size of the component must lie within the limits of the size which are specified for that particular component. So we are having the higher limit and the lower limit. The actual size of manufactured part should lie between these two extreme permissible sizes for appropriate functioning of the component, and the limits are fixed with reference to the basic size of that particular dimension. We are always referring the basic size of that dimension, and all the various limits, all the various deviations are in relation or with reference to that particular basic size. For example, if you consider a shaft of 25 mm basic size and the tolerance given is plus or minus 0.02. So higher limit for the dimension will be 25 mm plus 0.02 mm, that is 25.02 mm, and the lower limit for the dimension will be 25 minus 0.02, that is 24.98 millimeters. So with the help of this diagram, this graphical representation for the limits of size, we can have some information, real information about the various limits. This is the hole and this is the shaft. This is the minimum limit or the lower limit for the hole. So these arrows represent the minimum limit for the hole, the lower limit for the hole. This represents the higher limit for the hole. Again, this represents the lower limit for the shaft, and the higher limit for the shaft is represented by this particular arrows. This is the shaft and this is the hole. This is the datum line. This is the datum line or the reference line, and here we have this as the tolerance. This is the tolerance zone. So up to this lower side we have the lower limit, and here we have the higher limit, and this is the tolerance zone for the hole also. This is the lower limit and this is the higher limit. Now what is deviation? Deviation is the amount by which the actual size of manufactured part deviates from its basic size. The actual size will not be exactly equal to the basic size. It will deviate by a small amount from the basic size. So how much is the deviation? That we must know. How much is the deviation of the actual size from the basic size? That we must know. Thus the deviation is the algebraic difference between actual size and basic size. The algebraic difference between the actual size and the basic size is nothing but the deviation in the size. The straight line corresponding to the basic size is called as the zero line, that is the line of zero deviation. We have seen this. Upper deviation is the difference between maximum limit and basic size. We are having maximum limit for the size of the component, so the difference between maximum limit and the basic size gives you the upper deviation, and lower deviation is the difference between minimum limit and the basic size. We can also define the mean deviation is the arithmetic mean, the average of upper and lower deviation, that can also be defined. Now with the help of this particular graphical representation, let us try to study the deviation. Again, this is the datum line or the reference line, this is the zero line or the basic line, basic size line. Zero line represents the basic size. This is the datum line or the reference line. This is the zero line which represents the basic size, and here we can see that this is the tolerance zone for the hole. So here this tolerance zone is shown above the zero line, and here we can see that this is the minimum diameter of the hole, minimum limit of the size or minimum limit of the size. This is the maximum limit of the size, that is maximum diameter of the hole. So what is the deviation? This is the upper deviation. This is nothing but the upper deviation. That means the difference between the basic size and the higher limit. The difference between higher limit and basic size is nothing but the upper deviation. And this is the lower deviation. That is the difference between the lower limit and the basic size. So this is the lower deviation, this is the higher deviation for the hole. Similarly, for the shaft, we have the lower deviation. For the shaft, this is the lower deviation, that is the difference between the lower limit or the minimum diameter and the zero size. So this is the zero size or the zero line basic size, not zero size, basic size, which is represented by the zero line. So this difference between the basic size and the minimum limit for the shaft, it represents the lower deviation. This is the lower deviation of the shaft. Similarly, this is the higher limit or maximum diameter of the shaft. So the difference between the maximum diameter or higher limit and the basic size is nothing but the upper deviation. This is the upper deviation for the shaft, this is the lower deviation for the shaft. Similarly, this is the upper deviation for the hole and this is the lower deviation for the hole. Now let us talk about the fundamental deviation. Fundamental deviation is either upper deviation or lower deviation. One of the two deviations is taken as the fundamental deviation, either the upper deviation or the lower deviation. So this deviation is conveniently chosen. One of the two deviations, upper or lower, is conveniently chosen to define the position of the tolerance zone in relation to the zero line. We are interested to define the position of the tolerance zone relative to the zero line, and therefore we choose conveniently one of the two deviations, that is the upper deviation or the lower deviation, and that deviation we call as the fundamental deviation. In fact, it is the upper or lower deviation, one of the two deviations, either upper deviation or lower deviation, but it is chosen conveniently. How it is chosen, that we will study immediately after this. So in fact, it is the upper or lower deviation which is nearest to the zero line, either for shaft or a hole. So for shaft as well as for hole, that deviation which is nearest to the zero line is nothing but the fundamental deviation. we call that deviation as the fundamental deviation which is nearest to the zero line, then it may be the upper deviation or the lower deviation, and for both cases, for the shaft as well as for the hole. Now according to this theory, it is observed that the fundamental deviation for the hole is the lower deviation. That means for the hole, it is observed that the lower deviation is generally the fundamental deviation, and for the shaft the upper deviation is the fundamental deviation. Now how we can say this, that also we will see in the next slide. So here again, this is the graphical representation of the tolerance and the deviations and the maximum and the minimum limits, the hole and the shaft and everything. So here again, this is the datum line. Again, this is the datum line. Okay, and the fundamental deviation, as we have seen, it is closest to the zero line. Fundamental deviation is that deviation which is closest to the zero line. Now this is the upper deviation, but before that, once again, this is the datum line or the reference line, this is the zero line, this is the hole, and this is the tolerance zone for the hole. Then this is the minimum diameter of the hole or minimum limit of size. This is the maximum diameter of hole or maximum limit of size, and this is the tolerance. So this is the upper deviation. This is the upper deviation, difference between maximum limit and the basic size, that is the upper deviation. This is the lower deviation for the hole, difference between the minimum size and the basic size, that is the lower deviation for the hole. So this lower deviation, you can see that it is closest to the zero line. Out of these two deviations, upper deviation and the lower deviation, this is the zero line. So you can see that this deviation, that is the lower deviation, is close to the zero line, more closer to the zero line as compared to the upper deviation. So this line is for the upper deviation, that is the maximum size. This line is for the minimum size. This is the lower deviation. So you can see this line is closer to the zero line as compared to this line. Therefore this lower deviation in case of hole is the fundamental deviation. Now in case of hole, the tolerance zone lies above the zero line in this case. But generally what we are taking is that we are taking the tolerance zone above the zero line for the hole and the tolerance zone below the zero line for the shaft. So in that case we can see that the fundamental deviation for the hole is the lower deviation and the fundamental deviation for the shaft is the upper deviation. So how that we will see. Again, this is the lower deviation for the shaft. Okay, this is the tolerance zone. So this is the lower limit or minimum diameter. So this difference from the zero line or the basic size gives you the lower deviation of the shaft. So this is the lower deviation of the shaft. This is the upper deviation of the shaft. This is the higher limit or maximum diameter of shaft. This is the maximum diameter of the shaft. So from here this horizontal line is drawn, and the distance from the zero line or the difference between the basic size and this maximum limit, maximum diameter, so that is nothing but the upper deviation. Now out of these two deviations, upper deviation and the lower deviation, which is closest to the zero line? This upper deviation is closer to the zero line. Therefore this deviation is the fundamental deviation for the shaft, because it is closer to the zero line, it is closest to the zero line. Therefore it is the fundamental deviation. It is called as the fundamental deviation for the shaft. So here with the help of this table, it is clear that for hole the fundamental deviation is the lower deviation, for shaft the fundamental deviation is the upper deviation, or upper deviation is the fundamental deviation for the shaft and lower deviation is the fundamental deviation for the hole. In this case it is true, but generally the tolerance zone for the hole is lying above the zero line, as in this case. The tolerance zone for the shaft is lying below the zero line. Therefore, this concept is true, that the fundamental deviation for the hole is the lower deviation and upper deviation is the fundamental deviation for the shaft, right? So this is about the fundamental deviation for the hole as well as the shaft. After studying the fundamental deviation, we will go to the next concept of basic shaft and basic hole. So when the fundamental deviation is 0 for a shaft or hole, then that shaft or hole is called as the basic hole or basic size shaft. So basic shaft is that shaft for which the fundamental deviation is 0. Basic hole is that hole for which the fundamental deviation is 0. So basic shaft is the shaft whose fundamental deviation, that is upper deviation, is 0. So in case of shaft we have seen that the upper deviation we are calling as the fundamental deviation. So if the fundamental deviation, that means upper deviation, is 0, that is the basic shaft. So when the upper deviation is 0, then the maximum limit of size is equal to basic size. Since the upper deviation is 0, the maximum limit of size is equal to the basic size, and that is the basic shaft. Now the basic hole, it is that hole whose fundamental deviation, that is the lower deviation, is 0. Lower deviation is 0 in case of basic hole, and the minimum limit of size is equal to the basic size. Now since lower deviation is 0, the minimum limit of size will be equal to basic size. So that is obvious. So again the same table we are having. So for basic hole the lower deviation is 0, because the lower deviation is the fundamental deviation for hole. So for basic hole the lower deviation is 0, for basic shaft upper deviation is 0. So in general we can say fundamental deviation is 0, but for hole lower deviation is the fundamental deviation. Therefore for basic hole lower deviation is 0, and for basic shaft upper deviation is 0. Again the basic shaft and basic hole we are going to see. This is the datum line or the reference line. Then this is the 0 line which represent the basic size. So this distance is the basic size. This is nothing but the basic size. So maximum limit of hole is equal to basic size. This is the tolerance zone, and you can see that one limit is corresponding to the basic size. One limit is matching with the basic size. Which limit? The minimum limit of the hole is matching with the basic size. So that is nothing but the basic hole. This is the basic hole because the minimum limit of the hole match with the basic size, that is equal to the basic size. Okay, and the maximum limit will be higher than the basic size. So this is the basic size as well as the lower limit, because the lower limit or minimum limit of hole is equal to basic size, and that hole is called as the basic hole. Similarly, in case of shaft, the maximum limit of shaft is equal to basic size. So this is the basic size, this is the maximum limit. So this from here to here, it is the basic size as well as the maximum limit. So they coincide. The maximum limit line coincides with the basic size line or the 0 line. That means the maximum limit is equal to basic size for the basic shaft, and the lower limit will be at the will be at the, which is lower, at the lower side. Lower limit is at the lower side. So that is the basic shaft and the basic hole. Now next we are going to study allowance. So what is allowance? Allowance is an intentional difference kept between lower limit of the hole and higher limit of the shaft. Now when we talk of allowance, then we have to consider both the hole as well as shaft. Till now we are considering hole separately and shaft separately. But when we are talking about allowance, we have to consider the hole and the shaft together. So some difference is kept intentionally between the lower limit of the hole and the higher limit of the shaft. That means the smallest hole, if it is larger than the biggest or the largest shaft, then there is some positive allowance. There is some positive allowance or the clearance. So this difference is kept intentionally so that we can obtain the required fit. So allowance is defined as the prescribed difference between the hole dimension, prescribed difference between the hole dimension and shaft dimension to obtain desired type of fit. In order to obtain the desired type of fit, we are keeping the difference between the hole dimension and the shaft dimension, and that difference is according to the prescription, exactly according to the prescription. Then only we can obtain the desired type of fit. Therefore an allowance can be either positive or negative. Allowance may be positive or allowance may be negative, because if the shaft size is greater than the hole size, then the allowance is negative. But if the hole size is larger than the shaft size, then the allowance is positive. So whether to keep the allowance positive or negative, it depends upon the basis, it depends upon the type of fit required. So we take the decision whether to keep the allowance positive or negative depending upon the fact that what is the type of fit required. So there are various types of fits: clearance fit, transition fit and interference fit. So various types of fits are required for various assemblies, for various functional requirements, various components, and depending upon that we are changing the allowance, we are keeping the allowance either positive or negative, and how much positive, how much negative, that also depends upon the type of fit which is required. If the limits provided to both meeting members are such that the shaft diameter will be always smaller than the hole diameter, when the shaft diameter is always smaller than the hole diameter and the limits provided to both the meeting members, that is shaft and the hole, are in this manner, then we say that there is a positive allowance. The allowance is positive when the shaft diameter will be always smaller than the hole diameter. So whatever may be the extreme case, but the shaft diameter is always smaller than the hole diameter, then the allowance is said to be positive. The limits are given to the meeting members. The allowance or the tolerance is given to the shaft and the hole. The higher limit and the lower limit are fixed in such a way that the shaft diameter is always smaller than the hole diameter, then the allowance is positive. But if the shaft diameter is larger than the hole diameter, we say that there is a negative allowance. So when the diameter of the shaft is larger and the diameter of the hole is smaller, then the allowance is of course negative. Positive allowance is called clearance. When the allowance is positive, then we say there is a clearance. That means the shaft can easily enter inside the hole. There is some clearance, and the clearance is called as the positive allowance. while negative allowance is called interference. When the allowance is negative, there is interference. The shaft cannot enter inside the hole easily because the shaft diameter is slightly larger than the hole diameter. So that type of allowance is called as negative allowance, and that is also called as interference. In clearance fit, allowance is the minimum clearance. In clearance fit, allowance is the minimum clearance. Difference between minimum size of hole and maximum size of shaft. So it is the difference between minimum size of hole and maximum size of shaft. So when this difference is positive, then we say the allowance is positive and the fit is clearance. That means the minimum size of hole is larger than the maximum size of shaft, then we have clearance or positive allowance. It is referred as positive allowance. So this is referred as positive allowance when difference between minimum size of hole and maximum size of shaft is positive. In interference fit, allowance is the maximum interference. Allowance is nothing but the maximum interference. Difference between minimum size of hole and maximum size of shaft. So what is the minimum size of hole and what is the maximum size of shaft? So that difference is nothing but the allowance, but this allowance is negative and the fit is interference. So it is referred to as negative allowance. So things will be now clear with the help of this figure, more clear with the help of this figure. Positive allowance means clearance and negative allowance means interference. So this is the datum line or the reference line. This is nothing but the zero line. In this case we are having clearance or positive allowance, and in this case we are having negative allowance or interference. So in this case you can see that this is the maximum diameter of the shaft, which is lower than the minimum diameter of the hole. This is the minimum diameter of the hole. From this point to this point is the minimum diameter of the hole, which is larger than the maximum diameter of the shaft. That means always there is a clearance. The allowance is always positive. So this is the allowance which is positive. This distance is said to be the allowance. What is this distance? Distance or the difference between the minimum limit of the hole and the maximum limit of the shaft, that is called as the allowance, and it is positive, that means it is clearance. Now this is interference, that is negative allowance. So you can see that the shaft is bigger than the hole, but in other words, in better words, we can say this is the zero line, this is the datum line. In better words, we can say that the minimum size of the shaft is larger than the maximum size of the hole. So there is a interference. There is interference. Okay. So this is the hole. This is the minimum limit from here to here. Minimum limit of the hole from here to here. Maximum limit of the hole. Now this is the shaft. From this point to this point like this. This is the minimum limit for the shaft, and this is the maximum limit for the shaft. Okay. Now what is allowance? You can see this distance is allowance. So what is this distance? It is the distance between the maximum limit of the shaft and the minimum limit of the hole. The difference between the maximum diameter of the shaft and the minimum diameter of the hole is the negative allowance or the interference in this case. So the negative allowance is defined as the difference between the maximum diameter of the shaft and the minimum diameter of the hole, or the difference between the maximum limit of the shaft and the minimum limit of the hole. So that is nothing but the negative allowance or interference. Let us try to study the difference between tolerance and allowance. So tolerance is nothing but the permissible variation in any dimension of a part, either hole or shaft. So tolerance is specified for only one part. It may be hole or it may be shaft, any part, any dimension of that particular part. So the permissible variation, the variation which can be permitted in a particular dimension of a particular component, whether hole or shaft, is the tolerance. But allowance is the prescribed difference between the dimensions of two mating parts, hole and shaft, to obtain required type of fit. So allowance is nothing but the difference between the dimensions of the two mating parts. Now we have to consider two parts in case of allowance. In case of tolerance we consider only one part, either hole or shaft. But in case of allowance we consider both hole and the shaft. We consider the dimensions of hole as well as the shaft. And the difference between the dimensions of the hole and the shaft is nothing but the allowance, the prescribed difference between the dimensions of the two mating parts, hole and shaft, which is kept so as to obtain the required type of fit, that is the allowance. The second difference, it is the difference between higher and lower limits of a dimension of a part. Tolerance is nothing but the difference between higher limit and lower limit for a dimension of a part. But allowance is the prescribed difference intentionally kept between the lower limit of hole and higher limit of shaft to obtain required type of fit. So allowance is kept intentionally. It is the prescribed difference between the lower limit of hole and higher limit of shaft. So it is the difference between the smallest hole and the largest shaft. That is nothing but the allowance. So it is prescribed, it is kept intentionally to obtain the required type of fit. Now tolerance is to be provided on a dimension of a part, as it is not possible to make a part of exact specified dimensions. So no part can be manufactured to the exactly specified dimensions, according to the exactly specified dimensions. Therefore we have to provide some tolerance. But allowance is provided between dimensions of mating parts to obtain the required type of fit. So the purpose of providing the allowance is to obtain the particular required fit, but the purpose of tolerance is that it is not possible to manufacture exact size. Therefore tolerance is provided. Now tolerance has an absolute value. It is neither positive nor negative. It is just a magnitude. But allowance may be positive or negative. Positive allowance is called as clearance and negative allowance is called as interference. So thank you my dear friends.